Look at us. We are Facebook Live on the TED Show, episode 14, with my friend, longtime friend. She was only a couple years old, Hanna. Here you go, Charnel. Charnel's going to take the computer and we're going to try to figure out how to get everybody's comments and notifications on there, and also make sure we're actually live, even though it looks like we are. There we go. It's coming up. There's some people. All right, so Sue, I don't know if she reluctantly agreed to come on. Probably reluctantly, because she's used to being behind the scenes. But we've been friends. What am I supposed to say to make it better?
40 years.
We've been friends for 40 years. Yes. 1977. And I only know that because, well, I met you when I was in junior high. I don't know where you were. 7th grade, I met you. You were much, much younger.
Much younger, yes.
And I don't know about Sue, but I went to Liberty Junior High or middle school, which is still here, and went to Colonial. We both did, right? You much, much after me. And I'm trying to be nice because she's like, don't tell people 40 years.
Right, it makes us sound OLD, and
no,
we're not.
But we both look young.
And we act young.
I act young.
I act young.
I totally act young.
Totally.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I'm maybe immature. No, I'm not immature, but I definitely don't. I don't think I act my age.
Young at heart.
Young at heart.
Very
I like
young
that.
at heart.
So Sue agreed to be on. When I started this whole concept, we've been talking about it. We actually lost touch a little bit after high school, and then we reconnected together again up here, right? Didn't we see each other up here?
I can't remember, but we reconnected, and I'm very grateful.
Me too, very grateful. I saw her walk by, and I said to the server, is that Sue Hanna? And he goes, I don't know who Sue Hanna is, but as soon as I asked somebody else, they said, yes, that's you. And then we reconnected, and it's as if we didn't lose those many years between.
Agreed.
So tell me what happened after.
Okay.
It wants a code. Oh, you're probably going to have to do this. Hold on. Look, this is why we have, this is why our budget's $4.53.
Oh, it's gone down.
Oh, it's gone down only today. So that little code's going to come up there, Charnel. See it? And then, as usual, they want us to put in a code, and we can't see your comments yet, but we will, so we're just going to keep talking. No, don't be sorry. They're fine. They're used to it. Remember,
okay.
They come in and they know it's a Facebook Live show. All right, so tell me what you did after high school. You graduated, and then now you own this big marketing company, branding company, T-shirt company.
Yes.
How did you go from Colonial High School to where you're at?
Well, I went into local television sales, and I did that for 15 years. And in the process, I got to realize that perhaps my best course would be to help clients with their marketing on the other side, on the agency side. So selling for a station was great. I learned so much, and I'm very thankful. But being able to take those skills and teach clients how to do their marketing and their media has been very rewarding for me. So we started doing that, and then it ended up, you know how things transition.
But what made you go to TV? Like, what was the thought process?
I just thought I loved the ability to reach so many people with your message, and I saw how it impacted people's businesses and helped them grow, because people wanted, it was relatable. People wanted to do business with people that they felt like they knew. And that's
they still
what television
do, right?
Do.
Yeah, I'll help. You got it.
Completely agree.
And it came up. We got another code coming up. They still like to do that. Like, people love to do business with people they know.
Yes.
And I think a lot of companies underestimate how important that is.
Totally, and especially now with social media, everybody's really connected. I love when you go on your Facebook page or any of your social media outlets, and you realize how many people you know that know the same people that you didn't realize we all are so connected.
You go on social media?
I know, right?
Sue loves social media, and so do her daughters. You have to talk about them in a minute.
Okay.
But she's one of the good people that keeps the social media off her phone, which I wish I could do. I mean, most of us kind of wish we weren't so tied to it or chained to it.
Right.
But you've managed to live through it. Is that because you've got your daughters who help you out?
Well, I think it's because I try to do the work balance, work personal life balance a few years ago, and that being off my phone and social media was part of being able to kind of wind down and refresh myself. So that's what I started doing.
That's very cool. Okay, so talk about the girls and how you decided to form your own company and all of that.
So
You got two beautiful daughters.
So I have two amazing children who've really been the catalyst to help me and do what I've done and stay
Six-digit code, love.
motivated. What Go Big Marketing really is a way for me to help people grow their business. We help people with build websites. We help people with their messaging. We write scripts. We produce TV commercials, radio ads, billboards. We do graphic design, anything that you need so that people can find out who you are. And then we also are unique that we have the ability to help you really hone in on how to best reach your target audience. And that's a skill set that very few people have, and that is very valuable to you. So you have somebody, a professional, who's always looking out for your best interest, that's going to help you navigate those media waters. So that kind of transitioned into the business to business Go Big Tees that we're doing, which is the custom apparel and promotional products, which I love because our clients like the ability to wear custom apparel, whether it's bag or shirts for their employees or giveaway items to their clients with their names on it. It really helps you to continue to brand yourself 24/7, which is what we're doing is, hey, this is what we do, let us help you. And that's what the Go Big Tees part of the business is.
Because what I think we talked about this a little bit yesterday on the show. People, first of all, are afraid of hiring a PR or marketing firm of any kind. Oh, good, it's up! Yay! Charnel is the magician. She's
Yay.
awesome. People are afraid of it. First of all, they're afraid because it's outside their wheelhouse, and they think, oh my God, I should know everything if I'm a business owner, and if I don't, I'm not a great business owner.
Right.
And or they think, I can't possibly afford to pay somebody else, and they don't realize that that's just another business expense and an investment back in the company to further their efforts and to get their branding out there. So
Agreed.
put some of those fears.
Well, I mean, first of all, I always tell people, if you were on trial for your life, wouldn't you hire the best lawyer that you could? Or if you needed a root canal, wouldn't you go and see the best dentist you could find? And you should think about your media and your marketing the same way. It's smart to seek out people who will help you. And your agency, your consultant, their job is to save you money. Their job is to help you find the best, most efficient way to market your company. And I think that people don't get that experience sometimes, and I think that's why they feel that way. But that's not how it was meant to be.
Correct. And I think that people, they go, okay, there's somebody going to take more of my money and not be able to express my vision. But what you do is you really sit down and you talk to them about the process, because I think it's important. Business owners or decision makers go into it and think, how am I ever going to get my vision across to somebody I'm paying? All they want is my money.
Right.
It's a natural thing that business owners think. I mean, I thought the same way. When somebody comes and talks to me about something, all I used to think about, I'm much better now, was, oh my God, this is going to cost me XYZ amount of money. How in God's name am I ever going to recoup that?
Right.
But in reality, I wasn't doing, and neither are they or you, the stuff that I needed to, and so somebody had to do it. I was stagnant.
Right.
So marketing allows you to get outside of your 9 dogs.
Right. And there really are a lot of ways that you can market that are not expensive. I should say they're affordable. And I don't think people realize how affordable it is to be on cable television in this market, and to produce a commercial, and to use your website, and how you can use all the tools that are connected to your digital marketing that are really, Facebook advertising is the most cost-effective way for you to advertise your business.
Thank you.
Bar none. And believe it or not, Facebook knows more about you than you probably know about you.
Correct. And so, because they've got the analytics.
More than Google. If you knew all the things that Facebook knew about you, you'd lose your mind.
Thank you, love. Thanks, Donald. Nice jacket. Oh, Jeff Schwenecker. I like the hearts. How are you, buddy?
Hi, Jeff.
You know what, Henry?
We were just talking about you, by the way.
We were just talking about you. Hank Schwabel, who goes by Hank now. Do you remember him as Henry Schwabel?
I do.
Yeah, he's a big-time author.
What?
Attorney and author.
I'm not surprised.
Me either. I'm not surprised
No.
at all. We've got a lot of history. I think y'all are brave for coming on. Thank you for coming on, by the way. So yeah, I think people get caught up in the pricing too.
Yes.
And so what you said earlier, that it actually is affordable. And when we were working on a project together, or trying to work on a project together, when you told me the rates, it's like, well then why aren't more people doing it?
They just don't know.
And they also don't know how to negotiate themselves, which goes back to the theme of so many things that we talk about on the show, is that you want to use an expert, like you're an expert in your business, so use an expert in marketing to do your marketing or help with your marketing, or at least help you plan your marketing.
Agree.
And I think that's what people forget, is that you can't be the expert in every single thing and expect to be successful or effective or impactful.
Well said.
Okay,
How do I follow that?
I don't know. How do you follow
awesome.
that? All right, so let's talk more about the products, because you've got, first of all, where's my favorite shirt? I want you to, the Wally shirt.
Okay, well,
so
this
all of
is
us Orlando
kind of
people.
segueing into our next project. So we have the Go Big Marketing, we have Go Big Tees, which is the promotional products and the custom apparel, and then my amazing kids, my children, came up with this concept that they really wanted to feel connected. So we came up with Orlando shirts, which is an all hyper local, all Orlando apparel and just all kinds of great fun items to help promote and get us feel connected in Orlando.
It's not a Mickey Mouse shirt,
it's not
right?
Mickey Mouse.
There's so much more to Orlando, which I think is important for people to know. And all of us in Orlando, we love the mouse, don't get me wrong, but we don't always go out there. There are many other things to see and do in Orlando. Mm-hmm. And we've become so very community centric, especially in the last 4 or 5 years. I think we've done an amazing job. So to have things local, to talk about local things, people really get it and they like to see it. So there's a famous place in Orlando, which I'll let you talk about. Allegedly, I've never been there. And she's got a T-shirt, which I love. So
okay,
show them.
ready?
Ready?
This
Look.
is one of my favorite shirts ever.
And what's it say?
It says, okay, but first Wally's.
Okay, but first Wally's. So think about it. If we're all Orlando people, most of us have heard of Wally's, and if you haven't, you should definitely try it. I should reach out to Wally's and see. We should do a show from there.
We should do a show from Wally's.
But that's something local Orlando that's built around some of the quote-unquote attractions or things that make Orlando so special. I mean, there's a million other ones. But what a great T-shirt and what a great concept.
Yeah, we have, what we're trying to do is we're an outlet not just for promoting Central Florida, but we also have a partnership agreement where we help promote local artists. So people who are doing great things in Central Florida, we want to tell your story, and we also do things to help local charities. Currently we have 2 local charities that we're helping. One is the Pet Alliance. So we created a shirt for them on our site, and for every shirt that we sell, we give a portion of the proceeds back to them.
What does Pet Alliance do?
Pet Alliance is a animal rescue center right here in Central Florida, and they are a no-kill shelter. It's 100% non-profit, so it's community supported. They're a great organization. Love them, love them, love them. And we feel very blessed and honored to do this. We also worked for, we're in touch with the Billy Maines people, and they wanted to do something to honor his memory. So we're doing, let me grab this over here without being too obnoxious. We made these shirts for them, for Billy, to remember him.
I love that. That's awesome.
And we're donating a portion of every shirt that we sell online back to his foundation, so we can keep his memory alive, because he was so important to our community.
So everything very community oriented
for them, for Billy. So we try to do something for both men and women. It's not just a one size fits all. We want to be Orlando's local shop, something that you guys can be proud of. So,
and I think that's how Orlando's moving. It's becoming much more, let's support each other, let's do local. Hillary powers does local love?
Yeah, so we just did a big event. We do local pop-ups at our store. It's over on Hillcrest and Mills, and she had the Great Orlando map, so we helped her sell the remaining ones of those, and we're very anxious to work with her in the future because she has local love Orlando and does promote Central Florida. Let me backtrack just a little bit how we got into this, because my kids are like, what were you thinking?
Did you get a text message from your kids?
No, it's a funny story, but we don't have time for that. But it's definitely a happy hour story on why we started a t-shirt business. But we invested in this custom digital printer. It's called direct-to-garment printing, and I have a sample of what it can do here. But we're one of the only places in Central Florida that can print a full-color custom shirt, and we can print just one. And of course, we could print up to 10,000. But I made this for Ted.
Ted has a T-shirt.
This was for the Soho district, and we wanted to do something nice for them. One of the first companies in Central Florida was the Caruso Orange Juice Factory. So here's a sample of a shirt.
Let me see, that's beautiful.
It shows the quality of the print. And
I hope it's an extra small, because that's the size I wear.
Extra small, but this is for you because it's colorful and beautiful, just like our friend Ted.
Oh, that is so sweet. I didn't pay her to say that. Thank you.
You did.
I probably did.
Wine.
I paid her in wine.
Right.
That's my currency. That's my currency. So talk more about so what about elephants?
Elephants. So
because that was something out of the blue, out of nowhere, and then you decided to do that, and I think it's such an awesome thing. I mean,
well, and it's just everybody. I think every human being has a passion for something, and mine happened to be elephants. And so I did a lot of research, and I was very distraught to find out that 96 elephants a day are being killed in Africa. In fact, there were 10 million elephants in 1900, and now there's less than 30,000. In fact, they say that they will become extinct. I'm sorry, less than 200,000. 30,000 a year are being killed, and they will be extinct within our lifetime, which to me it's devastating. And they're being killed illegally for funds to help raise money to support terrorism. So if there is the worst case scenario ever in our history, it's got to be this. And so we started a foundation. We started a line of shirts called the Hope Tees, and we donate a big portion of every proceed back to the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, and they take in all the orphaned elephants because, as you know, elephants can't live on their own.
Right.
The story is just.
They have
grueling.
a Facebook page, right? It's David Sheldrick.
David Sheldrick's Wildlife Trust.
They actually have a Facebook page, which is they post pictures of the baby
every
elephants
day, and they're amazing people. So we feel really proud to support them.
So the tees, you print the tees up, and then even for let's switch back and forth, but like Pet Alliance. So when you print the tees up, you distribute them or you sell them. What do you do with them so the Pet Alliance people can wear them, or what do you do with them at events? And we haven't even talked about Clean the World or any of that.
Yeah. So what we do is we'll come up with a design, and we will do the photography. We put it on our website, our Instagram page. We share it with everybody, and people who feel connected to the cause will buy the shirt, wear it with pride, and that portion of their money goes back to Pet Alliance. It's just a total win-win situation. If you have a business or a charity that you're passionate about, please contact us, because we are always open to working with all kinds of different groups and people. We did a lot of shirts during the unfortunate Pulse event, and we were able to raise $8,500 that we gave to the One Orlando Fund. So that was really a big part of our vision, is to always be so connected. The amount of love that we get from everybody who walks in our door, I wish I could explain it to you, because people love Orlando.
They do.
And we started doing shirts for every community. Right now we have we have Ivanhoe, College Park, Winter Park, Baldwin
People are very
Park,
prideful about their community
Thornton
within
Park,
Orlando.
and we would love to hear from Winter Garden, Lake Nona, Oviedo, everybody. I mean, this is all about all of us in this together. So if you're out there and you've got a community that you want us to promote, please get in touch with us. We'd
Well,
love to work with you.
Community is the big word too. I mean, I hashtag that a lot because I think Orlando is just bigger than Orlando City proper. Obviously, when we say Orlando, we think of, and I'm sorry I can't see all of your comments, but I see them up there, and I will respond later. But I just want to let you all know that. But I hashtag community a lot because when people who are thinking about Orlando, people in Orlando, really do feel a connection on the community level. And the fact that and I want to talk a little bit about this, you're a female-owned business. So talk a little bit about, because we have a lot of business owners that watch the show, a lot of female business owners. Talk about some of the things that you've done to try to further yourself. Because we talked a little bit about how sometimes that's a big challenge for you, and I'm not talking in any specific arena, but how you got past that. I mean, 17 years is a very long time. A single mom, right? Of two beautiful girls, by the way, who are texting you, I'm sure, going, "Mom," or "God, Ted, that jacket."
They want that jacket.
They want the jacket. They can have the jacket.
It's awesome.
But talk about that, because I think that would help empower some women, and maybe a thought or two on how to work better in that community.
Well, Ted, I think you and I both understand it's the golden rule, and do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Living a life and trying with your highest integrity. Look, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. But I think that I always try to do my best. And even in any aspect of my business, if something isn't right, I'm going to fix it. Right. I'm going to own that. And integrity. I'm going to take responsibility. Thank you. And just keep trying to do everything I can, really, to help other people. And I think it all circles back to that. And that's what drives me is what can I do to get back and help others.
I love that.
And which is another part of how we reconnected was our desire to work with and create events for nonprofits and create awareness, raise money, and do things to help others right here in Central Florida.
Well, because we have so many, we talk about this all the time, there are so many local, organically grown charities, and everybody's trying to get the same money.
Yeah.
And it has become a GoFundMe world. Again, nothing against GoFundMe. But if that's your main thought process on fundraising and you're not connecting with your donors and not connecting with your community, then I think you're, again, going to be less impactful. And so what we came up with, along with our friend and partner, Will Carey, is something to really make a difference in the community and make a difference in the nonprofits that don't necessarily have the big money or the big draw.
Yes.
So to try to help them further their efforts, build their database, keep in touch with their sponsors and donors, and really make an impact in the community and not have to constantly be begging for funds all the time. Try to create creative things that will help them.
And through TED, we have found this really sweet little IRS law, which actually allows you to write off more of your donation than you thought that you could. And we would love to explain to you how that would work too. So
that's a good point. I never bring that up.
It actually helps. I mean, I think it's one of the biggest kept secrets in Central Florida, or really anywhere. I mean, the amount of money that you can give, and still it's 100% that you can donate to someone and still be able to write off your taxes. So win-win scenario, right?
It's not that that's what you're trying to do,
but I mean,
but how awesome is it that everybody can benefit from that?
If you have decided,
so reach out to Sue on that one. If you
decided that you want to give back and help people, then you can take advantage of this great tax law.
Agreed. So we are already at 25, and I'm sorry I stopped. I can't see all of your comments, but I see them across the phone, and because I'm old, I can't read what they are, but I promise you I will respond. But let's talk a little bit about a giveaway, because we like to give stuff away to you all when we can, and Sue's been kind enough to offer that up. So
we have this really cool Orlando hat, and I think it's a dad hat. It's canvas, it's really
could be
fun.
dad.
says ORL for Orlando on it, and we would love to give it to someone. All you need to do is to simply just like one of our pages, and we have 3, so I will give them to you. We
That's
have
awesome.
Go Big Marketing.
Yeah, talk about the website. So gobigmarketing.com.
GoBigMarketing.com, and then Go Big Marketing on Facebook.
Yes.
We have Go Big Tees, and it's TEES.com, and also Facebook. And then we have Orlando TEE shirt.com for everything Orlando. And the Facebook page and Instagram is Orlando Shirt, or at Orlando Shirt.
So what's one thing you want to leave them with, business tip, because you've given a whole bunch, but something specific that they can take with them, and then maybe that could create a follow-up conversation with you or with them, and they can actually, it's something maybe that somebody comes to you all the time with, and it's an easy fix, or at least a discussion, easy discussion.
Yeah, I mean, your brand is a reflection of your business. So, get a great logo, have it reflect who you are. Put that logo on as many things as you can, everywhere that you can, and connect with everybody else. Find things that you have in common and your commonality. I mean, it's always community over competition, and let's all help each other and work together.
Oh, I love that. All right, so gobigmarketing.com. And so this is a part, so Charnel, my amazing person who got this all hooked up. Hi, Charnel.
Hi, Charnel.
Is not here, so I'm actually going to, because I'm mic'd, I'm going to have to ask my beautiful guest, Hanna, to go up and hit that finish button in a second. But thank you for being on here.
And here's to Ted. We love him dearly. What a great guy he is.
Love you. Hashtag wine helps. I'm supposed to say that at the end of every show because it does. And I will get to each of your comments, I promise. Thank you guys for tuning in, and have a wonderful day. And tomorrow, Nate Carrick, and all of you, a lot of you know Nate. And tomorrow's Dave Benson. Thursday's Nate Carrick. I'll post it up there. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I see all the love signs going by. All right, so if you'll just hit, and this is it. This is the $4.99 budget I tell you about all the time. Hit finish once. See finish? No, finish. Down at the bottom right. Bottom right. Your other right. Your other right. Nope. Your other right. All the way down bottom right.